Improving Sports Performance with Proper Sleep by Braden Callahan. During this presentation, we will discuss what proper sleep can do for an athlete, define what proper sleep is, and what the research plans to identify improper sleep for athletes' performance in collegiate sports. Previous studies have shown that sleep has actually improved the performance of basketball players' performance after sleep extension indicated that optimal sleep is likely beneficial in reaching peak athletic performance. In this study, 15 basketball players were studied. Shooting accuracy was improved with free throw percentage increasing by 9%, three-point field goal percentage increasing by 9.2%. Overall ratings of physical and mental well-being during practices and games were improved by all 15 of the subjects in this study. The importance of sleep. Sleep helps your brain work properly. Lack of sleep can lead to many health issues. Getting the proper amount of sleep can affect the physical health of one being in many different ways. Getting enough sleep reduces the risk of obesity, positively impacts the healthy growth and development of someone. Also, sleep gives a healthy balance of hormones in one's body. How much sleep is enough sleep? Below there's a chart that shows different categories depending on age. As you can see in this study, we will be dealing with 18-year-olds or older, so that requires 7 to 8 hours a day. That means per college athlete, there should be 7 to 8 hours a night of sleep. In this process, there will be 15 test subjects, 15 student athletes that will undergo a test on sleep deprivation and proper sleep through a month-long period. 3 groups will be selected. A group of 8 hours of sleep per night, a group of less than 6 hours of sleep per night, and a baseline group. Each group will consist of 5 individuals. Each individual will be given a nightly log to log the amount of sleep that they have. Each individual will be requested not to take any naps or add caffeine to their diet. Phase 1. Each subject will undergo a background test, getting a baseline of the sports performance of each individual to be compared to later on, a month from now, after the sleep test has taken its place. This background test will include sports performance such as reaction time, durability, endurance, coach performance grade, and many much more that can be utilized in this test. Each aspect of this test will be compared to at the end of the 1 month long sleep deprivation period. Phase 2 of this project. The 15 subjects will be divided into 3 groups of 5, each with a different amount of sleep that they will receive per night. This way that we can compare each group to each other. Weekly logs will be submitted by coaches so that we can compare the weekly grades coaches give to their student athletes upon their sleep deprivation. These logs are important because we can analyze the weekly performance of the sleep deprivation takes a toll on the student athletes. Limitations. Health issues for lack of sleep can arise from too long of sleep deprivation. This is why this test will only endure during a month-long period. Naps during the day by subjects can also alter the outcome of the test because that is the time that they are making up for the lack of sleep that they are assigned to. Response bias. Response bias can be students lying about the amount of sleep they have, staying up late, studying, or doing whatever, and lying saying they got a full 7 to 8 hours of sleep when realistically they only got 3 to 4. Caffeine subjects are things that we will shy away from during this time period because of the effects it has on the brain and body during the existence of it in the body. We want the test subjects to be caffeine-free for the month long so that we get full effects of the sleep deprivation. The hypothesized conclusion is sleep will directly correlate to the performance of each student athlete, meaning the athletes with the least amount of sleep will perform greatly less than the athletes with the proper amount, 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. We would like to see a lack of sleep leads to poor performance, and finding the amount of sleep necessary for athletes is 7 to 8 hours per night. In the results, we will find a correlation between sleep and sports performance, And we will answer the question, does sleep have an impact on performance? Further studies can include more subjects and requirements to each field of study. The goal is to help athletes realize the importance of sleep when performing at their best. Here are some more conclusions to other studies that have taken place prior. Sleep plays a major role in performance and recovery of athletes, yet all the complex processes of sleep are still unknown, Venter 2012, and it was concluded that short-term sleep deprivation is not effective on anaerobic performance but adversely affects the cognitive function such as reaction time. Below are my references, and thank you.